And our final song is a song that it's quite old now. I wrote it a long time ago, and inspired by a couple of things. One was a documentary on TV, and the other was a trip that I took back when I was 21, 22, and I went up to New Guinea to visit a friend in a remote little village in New Guinea, and caught a boat from Port Moresby down to Milne Bay, where some of the fiercest fighting during the Japanese sort of war, the Second World War, took place. And I got off the boat and caught a little tiny boat across the bay, and then had to walk for a day and a half into Demoni's village, this friend of mine's village. And when halfway along the track, way out the sticks, you know, sort of no roads, no telephones, no electricity, anything like that, I came across this fellow, and he sort of introduced himself, and oh, my name is Judy Jimmy, and you know, sort of very fuzzy hair, and took me to his little home, and introduced his family, and he said, oh, this is my wife, and it's my daughter Yahweh, Lahori. And I said, oh, what's Lahori mean? He said, oh, fair wind, beautiful wind. And then he introduced his son, he said, this is my son, Slim Dusty. And I sort of went, Slim Dusty, way out here, you know, he sort of made it so. But this is a story, and I wrote it at a time when my daughters were quite young, and I know it used to sit on my knee. And it's a story that one of the soldiers told in a documentary, and the pain that he sort of lived with as a result of sort of going to that war. And it's called Birds of Paradise. It was war in the jungle, sweating by leeches on our legs. And the mozzies were so loud, I kept on thinking they were planes overhead. Well, I was sent up front to find out just how far the enemy had come, and then report on back so we could go and blow them all to kingdom come. Birds of paradise were singing somewhere in the forest that I couldn't hear. Couldn't see the forest or the trees, with my head so full of fear. Well, I stepped into this clearing at the same time as one of them, but I fired first, and his body fell and twitched. He was dead. Well, I was just a boy, and I'd never seen a dead man before. Passed through, I can't forget the blood and gore. And birds of paradise were singing don't forget me, for I cannot forget myself. And birds of paradise are still singing in the far